LeBron James playing with a sore right big toe. Not sore enough, though. He played 45 minutes 2 nights ago in their victory over the Sacramento Kings. #1 scoring in the NBA, Chris Bosh. You're going to see a lot of Bosh and James at the free throw line, both in the top 10. Cavaliers and the Cleveland Plain Dealer, the players and coaches, very outspoken about playing afternoon basketball, saying it throws off their rhythm.
And that's why these games are good for Toronto if they could take advantage of them. But one of the ways to do it is know your scouting report. And good, let's just say LeBron James gets into the paint, you have serious problems.
Dawkins turns, tried to go up and under, contact, no whistle, and it rolls off the iron. There's LeBron James to the rim. Andrea Bargnani, he's matched up against Gooden on the baseline. And the release from 15 hit the rim, rebounded by LeBron James, averaging 7 boards a game.
Chuck, that's a lot like talking about back-to-backs in the NBA. You can talk about it all you want. It's a fact of life, and you better live with it.
LeBron James almost dragged that pivot foot. Now he's working against Bosh. All-star against all-star on the block. The double comes from Parker, leaving Verejao up and good. The ball was deflected on the way up, not goaltending.
And that's something defensively that really can't happen if you're the Toronto Raptors. When LeBron James has the ball, you've got to be off the ball, seeing your man to prevent a slash like that. And that's what Verejao does so well.
Verejao with a spin. It's LeBron James. Pretty move by LeBron James.
Again, the quickness of that turn, and then elevates up and overrush on the stir.
High ball screen from Bosh. Calderon. Andrea Bargnani working against LeBron James. Bottom of the ball is going to have to turn, shoot. 4 seconds to go. Down the floor. LeBron James, stop and go. To the rim. Contact, count it, and a foul with 0.2 of a second. That is professional basketball, folks. LeBron James not only looking at the clock, realizing how much time he had left, could he go strong to the rim, and then realizing that Bargnani was kind of out of control, Leo, drawing the foul. LeBron James with 9 points, 5 boards, 4 assists.
I like what Sam Mitchell did in the adjustment, putting Parker on LeBron James. And what Sam Mitchell said was that Parker's a great team defensive guy, something Mike Brown can relate to. We will force LeBron James to do everything according to what the team has planned in dealing with it.
Mario Moon almost came up with his 4th block, and then Bargnani got a piece of that. Here's LeBron James going to the rack, count it, the foul.
He is just so strong, taking his time, waiting. And there's got to be an opportunity here. Here, watch. I'll go in and goes right at Bargnani. And you know what he did, Chuck? He looked down. He saw Bargnani was in the restricted area. And he just went right at him. Went right at his body. And Andrea has to be a little bit more aggressive. Step out and try to get to LeBron as he saw him coming in.
3 ball, missed. Gooden with the offensive rebound. LeBron James put the ball on the floor with the wraparound. Dawkins retrieves. James from the elbow. Misfire from 3-point range. James is 5 of 15. Bosh battling hard. The loose ball is Parker. And then it's LeBron James on a 2-on-1 to the rim. Missed the dunk. It's still loose, and it's picked up by Calderon. They tried to go upstairs with LeBron James, who's now 5 of 17. LeBron James with 12 points, 8 boards, 5 assists. And he's working on Mario Moon to the rim, and he will shoot 2. This is the second home game of the month of January, and you never want to say winnable games because this is a very challenging period, Leo, but some very good opportunities for the Raptors to collect some dubs. Here is LeBron James in traffic, using the left hand, the putback, Remy got it. A kind roll to the rim for the Cavaliers as the time expired. You know, I love the fact the crowd understands what's going on, Leo. You have been with this franchise from day one.
Oh, it's been a growing, a learning experience for the fans, Chuck. There were, in the early days, there was no response to plays and understanding of calls. Today, the Raptor fans are well aware of what's happening with both ends.
Hang time by LeBron James.
He's so good at getting in there.
Anthony Parker driving to the cup, up and out.
9-point game.
LeBron James drives past 2 Raptors, hits the floor, and will shoot 2, where he's 3 of 6 from the line.
One of the reasons that Sam Mitchell is up on his feet when his team relaxes is this guy right here.
The other night in their victory over Atlanta, LeBron James had 32 in the second half, 19 in the fourth quarter.
Great players don't get hung up on stats. He's not going to get down saying, I'm 7 of 20. And great players don't worry about that. They will continue to play, and then something happens, something that gets them going. And what's working for LeBron is getting to the basket.
Under 10 minutes remaining, fourth quarter with 5 on the shot clock. LeBron James, the pull-up 3. We've seen that a few times, including a few years ago in this building when he lit up the Raps for 56.
You could see it, Chuck. I don't think there was a question of whether he could shoot the ball or not. You could see that he was a good shooter. He had no idea, adjusting to the NBA game, adjusting to Sam Mitchell and his teammates, of what shot was a good shot, what was a bad shot. And right now, LeBron James, any shot is a good one.
And he was talking some smack to Delfino when he was dribbling the ball.
Oh, he's getting it going. You can see it in his face right now, Chuck. His game is starting to climb to a different level.
He's got 9 here in the fourth quarter. He wears jersey number 23. His idol, of course, Michael Jordan, who wore a similar number with the Chicago Bulls. Damon Jones from the pocket for 3.
Let's see what happened. Not only do you have one guy trying to take the ball out of his hands, but 3 Raptors went to LeBron James. Damon Jones could have read the sports section before he let that shot go.
4 on the shot clock, sliding in the paint. James Jones. That's his second triple in the past 45 seconds. His first appearance on the court in 2 weeks. And LeBron James has just tied the ball game up at 76. James to the rim. He makes it look so easy.
And he actually drove Parker right into Jamario Moon, who's coming over to help him out.
28 for James, matching his season average, number 1 in the NBA. Tied at 78 now. Bosh on a power move to the rim, up and good. Well, the double never came. 5 on the shot clock. LeBron James. Oh my goodness. You have got to be kidding me. 81-80. This is the Cavaliers' first lead of the ball game with less than 4 minutes remaining in regulation. He's got 16 of his 31 here in the fourth. Parker, big money shot. Rimming, no. Parker's missed his last 2 field goal attempts.
And the Raptors, Chuck, the Raptors as a team shooting 40% in the fourth quarter after shooting a better 50% all game. Oh, boy.
And the Raptors need to play over the top of that screen. I mean, he had an uncontested 3 look. He's got 19 of his 34 in the fourth.
Leo, someone at the end of the Raptor bench raised the ire of LeBron James. He's been glaring at them and yelling at them for about the last 5 minutes as he's gotten hot. And just a couple of minutes ago, TJ Ford and Darrick Martin went down the bench and just said, leave him alone, guys.
That's a great point, Elliot. So many times you see when the sleeping dog is laying there, don't wake him up. When LeBron James is quiet, you start talking too much trash, you will wake him up.
LeBron James, hang time.
Hey, how about hang time over Moon? You got to wait till this guy comes down and then have enough strength and also get up high enough on your jump to make that shot. Come on.
You know, if the Cavaliers go on to win this game, who would think that perhaps a Raptor inspiring LeBron James would be the turning point?
Well, as Elliot pointed out, even though he came down on offense, he was just looking over the Raptors bench, and there again, Damon Jones
and Leo Gibson then looked at the Raptor bench. Something must be going on, as Elliot mentioned, because the Cavaliers have been staring down the Raptor bench the last 6-7 possessions.
Now, Elliot Friedman made reference to LeBron James reacting to the Raptors bench. After he makes this shot, he's looking over and looking back at their bench, and he's also doing it as he comes down the floor before anything happens. So he's got something going with somebody there. TJ Ford, Juan Dixon, they've been vocal on the sidelines, but Chuck, I've seen it many, many years throughout my career watching a lot of players play. Sometimes the best thing you can do when you're sitting there is just enjoy the game.
And you know, there are so many comparisons with LeBron James and Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan thrived on players talking back.
One of the guys on the bench is Darrick Martin, Chuck, and there was an example when Darrick Martin was at the Vancouver Grizzlies. Michael Jordan was having an off night. The Grizzlies were going to beat the the Grizzlies were going to beat the Bulls, and then what happened then? Michael Jordan did one of everything to finish out that game, and the Bulls won. And I tell you right now, somebody's got LeBron James going, because he just walked by us, looked at me, and had this big smile on his face, like, "Are you enjoying this show?"
Now, are you going to foul him? Yes, they do.
Sam Mitchell immediately yelled out the trap foul. If you don't get that quick steal, foul now. Right now, what the Raptors' idea is extending this game.
So LeBron James, 4 of 8 from the free throw line. And this makes it a 2-possession lead for the Cavaliers with 24.3 seconds left. This would be a very tough loss for the Raptors, losing their first 2 at home in the calendar year of 2008. And this should do it for the Cavaliers.
I said it before, it's worth repeating. The Raptors, even when they did a good job defensively, Chuck, in the second half especially, they gave Cleveland second and third shot opportunities. They allowed them life after stops. And the differential on the offensive glass is enormous in this game. Last count, it was around 19-4 in favor of the Cavaliers. They've expanded since then.
And this free throw by Brown, yep. Well, the fans got their money's worth today on CBC, and certainly the sellout crowd. 19,800 plus in the ACC watching a superstar do his thing.
Well, you're always impressed with some big numbers. A 39-point game is impressive by anybody, but when 24 of those come in a decisive fourth quarter, you got to tip your hat.
And the Cavaliers come from behind, down by 20, and riding LeBron James' shoulders into the victory column. And the final, 93-90 Cavaliers. James with 39 points, 11 rebounds, and 8 assists.